I love what the coach said, teaching his kids to be champions in life. Unbelievable. We'll be back with you for the halftime show presented by Genie. Be sure and stay with us. But right now, we're going to throw it to the guys in the booth for today's championship. Guys?
Michael Kane, thank you so much. We look forward to you and Doug Graber giving you updates throughout the afternoon. ESPN Wide World of Sports from the Walt Disney World Resort here in Florida. Rini Angoli, just another day in paradise.
Beautiful day.
And this is a day where we got championships on the line.
This is what they came here for, Dave. Yeah, you want to enjoy the experience at Disney, but you want to bring that hardware home. You want to be a national champion.
All right. Well, we don't really have a lot of wind. We've seen, earlier this week we had gusts up north of 20 miles an hour. That's not the case today. Temperatures for this first game will start in the lower 40s, but not a lot of wind. It's perfect football weather, and you should know this as a former star running back at the University of Massachusetts.
Yeah, a little nippy for, us broadcasters up here, but a perfect day for football. As you said, no wind. A lot of times you see the teams that come down here from the Northeast, particularly the humidity's an issue. No humidity this week. It's been perfect for football.
There you get a look at the Deer Valley Snakes. Now, normally, Rini, your coach will say, hey, I want you to see red. Well, in this case today, you're going to see red from both of these teams. The Snakes in the red and the white, and Hoffman Estates, the RedHawks from Chicagoland, they're in the red and the black, and we'll keep you all straight this afternoon.
Did you see those Deer Valley uniforms? They had like snake skin all the way through it. Look at that.
It's awesome. And you know what? I love the fact that in this championship round, you get to run out of the smoke. So the parents were going crazy when they saw that.
Okay, guys, shake hands, introduce yourselves. Shake hands. Congratulations, guys. Your last two junior Pee-wee Division II teams in the country. It's a great accomplishment. You have a lot to be proud of. All right, let's have a good, clean game today. Make sure that we show good sportsmanship throughout. Understand, guys? Okay. You're the visiting team, and it's going to be your call. That is heads. That is tails. What would you like to call? Tails is the call. Tails it is. You've won the toss. What would you like to do? Okay, going to receive. Which end would you like to defend? Going to kick that way? Okay, turn you back to the goal. The RedHawks have won the toss. They will receive. Shake hands again, guys, and then stay out here, okay?
All right, here we go. Hoffman Estates wins the toss, and they're going to take the football.
A lot of teams like to defer, put that defense out on the field first, get the option in the second half. Not Hoffman Estates. They want to get that offense out there, that wishbone offense, and attack right away.
Doug Graber and I have been debating that all week. I say if you win the toss, take the ball, baby, because the team with the most offensive snaps usually wins.
I'm an old school guy, Dave. When I played, I can honestly tell you, the University of Massachusetts, 4 years I started, I think we deferred every time we won a toss. Some of those old school coaches, they just want that defense out there first.
I think it also shows a little aggressiveness, that you want the ball first.
Well, I think football, even at the Pop Warner level, as we look up at the higher levels, it's kind of evolved. It's more of an offensive game, and people want the ball. They want as many possessions as they can get, and believe me, Junior Pee-wee's no different.
There you go. Look at those guys getting ready. Deer Valley Snakes. Nice snake emblem on their helmet. From Phoenix and across the way, Hoffman Estates, red and black. Like those uniforms. Yep. Those are sharp. Rick Sire is their head coach. By the way, our referee today is Jason Patch. This crew has come from the state of New Hampshire. Man, aren't they happy to be out in the ice and snow.
This is a good officiating crew, and I like what Jason Patch said to them, too. Listen, they should be two of the best junior Pee-wee teams left in the nation. It's really an honor. It's unfortunate when you get to these championship games. Unfortunately, someone has to lose.
Yeah, you're not thinking about that, though,
no.
today.
Oh, you want to win this thing.
And if you're watching a game for the very first time, once again, we'll give you we play 4 10-minute quarters. They go by very, very fast. Inside Deer Valley, Arizona, 2012 national champs, Grand Snakes Division II midget. 10-1 in the regular season. They're sitting at 12-1 right now for head coach Rick Sharp. And there's Rick Sire on the other side, walking the sidelines for Hoffman Estates. 13-0 now after 11-0 regular season. 53 points in the tournament. All 5 coaches played in this program, so they know what it's all about.
And that Hoffman Estates team, they only gave up 1 touchdown in the regular season. I mean, that's some phenomenal defense.
That's stunning. You know, when you get to this level, everybody's really good. So when you play a team of equal ability, you know, you learn a lot about yourself. And here we go. Picked up. That's Ryan Smith. And Smith is tripped up as he gets close to the 40-yard line, and that is where Hoffman Estates will start 1st and 10. So we'll see the nerves in this championship game. Actually, Rini, I think a lot of these teams got all the nervousness and the nervous sweat out in the first game. Once you've reached the championship round, you should be focused on this game.
And sometimes these younger kids, they really don't realize where they're at, you know, and they just go out and play, which is great.
Smith at the quarterback spot. And the handoff inside goes to Lingle. And look at this. How about this? No huddle.
Yeah, a little tempo here.
Yeah, here you go. Brian Smith also in there at one of the running back spots as they go with a full house look. Carry by Eppenbaugh. So we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd down and 2. We are just underway. Rini, these quarters go by fast, especially if you run the football effectively.
And a couple of wishbone teams are going to see a lot of running today.
Going to go out of the stick eye this time. And it looks like a good stop in there by the Snakes. Snakes getting the job done. Crockett Robles, number 8.
Watch Robles, 8, come up in the middle linebacker spot, fill the hole, get that head across the bow, and stop the back in his tracks. And we got a big 4th down early in this game.
Hoffman Estates, 4th down and 2 from their own 48. Just underway here at ESPN Wild World of Sports. Out of the wishbone look here. A little crossbuck action trying to get this thing wide. And it is going to depend on the spot. Brian Smith on the carry, and it is a 1st down.
Watch the linebacker here. Watch him just read and recognize. You see how he stepped up to fill the gap. Then he goes sideline to sideline to make the tackle. He gets him for a short gain. Unfortunately, only needed 2 to pick it up and keep the drive alive, and Hoffman Estates was able to do that.
Nice run inside. There goes Lingle. Lingle to the wide side of the field. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! That's a 50-yard touchdown run. Mitchell Lingle takes it to the house. We have flag down, and this one is coming back.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like either a hold or a block in the back, Dave. It's going to nullify the great run by Lingle. Great vision to bounce that thing outside and take it down the sideline, but it looks like it will be for naught.
So take that 50-yard touchdown run off the board. Here's Jason Patch with the announcement.
Block in the back on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay it done.
We'll take a look at it here from the high end zone look. It's just going to be an inside handoff to Lingle, 21. It's right here. He's going to bust it in here and see if we can pick up the block in the back. Good vision right there as he bounces that to the outside, and he's not going to be denied as he goes down the end zone. Unfortunately, block in the back is going to bring this one back.
Going to mark this one off from the spot of the foul. Going to be 1st down and 8.
Hey, I'm the ball. They got their subs in right now in the inside of the
Carry by Smith as he goes off the right side for good yardage. Give him a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 6.
And right now, Coach Rick Sire and his Hoffman team, they're just pounding the middle, and I like that. Listen, if you don't play fundamentally sound up front, you have good athletes at running back. You know, someone loses a gap, misses their assignment, you can bust one like Lingle did before it got called back.
That was a good coaching moment right there where the coach was with Schneidendecker. Yeah, there's something that they like on that right side as they continue to work there. Lingle, he picks up about 5. It's going to be third down in the yard at the 41-yard line of the Snakes.
And I like the fact that you don't overcoach. Listen, take what the defense gives you. If you can get 4 or 5 yards a pop and just methodically move down the field, get first downs, get a score. And as you said, 10-minute quarters, they go quick. If you can grind out some first downs, it could be a really good drive for Hoffman Estates.
Hoffman Estates has controlled the football for 3.5 minutes here to begin the game. And this time they try the left side, and that is going to be a first down as Lingle slips right in there inside the tackle and picks it up.
And it's just the power game out of the wishbone set. We've seen them run a little I, and they're just going left side, right side between the guard center gap, that AB gap, and they're just getting some good running in there.
So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for Hoffman Estates. They've taken the opening kickoff, and they have driven to the 37-yard line. Smith at quarterback all the way, trying to bounce this one to the corner. And can Ballou get the corner? He does. And we got a flag down in the backfield. And this is going to bring it back.
Yeah, a lot of time you'll see holds when the running back is supposed to go up the middle. He presses the hole, then bounces. A lot of times you got a hold on the edge. An easy call for the officials.
You know, in this level of Pop Warner football, you really don't throw a lot, so it's really tough to overcome multiple major penalties in a drive. They've already picked up a first down after having a 50-yard touchdown pass, a 50-yard touchdown run called back.
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, replay first down.
And the key is also, Dave, stay ahead of the change. You hear people say that all the time. Well, now when you pick up a holding call like that on first down, now you're back at, 1st and 20. As you said, not a big passing team, so you got to try to get a big chunk in the running game.
Yeah, the football is a little bit smaller, but for these really young athletes, it's tough to get a good grip on it. A little bit of a counter action that time as they got the handoff and tried to work it to the left side, but boy, the middle of that defense for the Snakes was very good. Taj Hughes, number 11, we'll see him on offense, stepped right in there and made the stop.
And you'll notice that Deer Valley defense, they play what's called a 50 front and or a 60 front. 6 defensive linemen, they will overload the box. You're going to see a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage basically challenging the offense to throw the ball, but yet they're still going to run it at you. They're going to go mano-a-mano. And you see that many, you see just all this crowd right in there. They will not get out of that until the team starts to throw it.
All right, out of the shotgun, bad snap, picked up by Smith. And Smith takes it all the way down near the 31-yard line. So nice improvisation right there by Smith.
Yeah, watch, and Robles 8's going to save this touchdown. But as you said, Dave, great job by Smith. Just, you saw him take his eye off the ball. Looked like it was going to be a jet sweep. Picks it up, finds a hole, and hits the seam. And he would have been gone for a touchdown if it wasn't for Robles for that saving tackle.
Nice pickup, 13 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 5 from the 32. 4.5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Moving clock, Division II Junior Pee Wee Championship game. Inside, not much running room for Lingle. Give him a gain of maybe 2. It's going to be 4th down and 3.
And they're going to go for it, obviously. And see, a lot of the coaches know when you're at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, they know they have 2 downs to pick up the first down. You don't see a lot of kicking or punting in the Pop Warner level.
All right. Hoffman Estates has controlled the ball for the first 6 minutes of this championship game, but they need a 4th down conversion here. Probably a little closer to 4 yards. 4th and 4 at the 30. Going to go out of the stick eye this time. There's the handoff. They go to the right side, and Deer Valley is going to shut that thing down. Ryan Smith, no chance. It was Murphy and his teammates, and we got a change of possession. Good job by Hoffman Estates moving the football on the ground, but that second major penalty, second holding penalty, really short-circuited that drive. Hey, join the conversation on Twitter at @Pop_Warner. And we are following you on Twitter. Put the hashtag PopWarnerSB in your message. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let us know where you're watching. And we'll put the best Twitter messages up all afternoon long. Handoff goes to Crockett Robles. And he is out across the 40-yard line and up near the 42. And that is going to be a first down for Deer Valley.
And you see the speed there by Crockett Robles. Just an off tackle to the left. Watch how he presses the hole. A little reverse pivot by the quarterback, Anthony Gonzalez. Presses it, gets outside for a nice run to pick up a first down on first down.
All right, so Deer Valley getting a little juice going here after they get the fourth down stop. They want to make some magic of their own offensively here. They pushed it out to the 42-yard line. Quarterback keeper, and that is not going anywhere. It's going to be stacked up for about a 2-yard loss. And Smith, 32, came up to make the stop for Hoffman Estates.
And the issue is, Dave, when you get here against these good teams from all over the nation, you know, when you do those end arounds with your quarterback back home in your league, a lot of times you have the speed to get outside. Here you got well-coached teams, disciplined. The defensive ends set the edge. They keep contained, and that's what happened there. Excellent defense by Hoffman Estates.
You know, that's really an excellent point. I mean, so many times in your local Pop Warner League, every play can go for a touchdown. At this level, everybody's really good. Keeping that football on the ground, minimal gain, maybe a pickup of 2. It's going to be third down and a dozen.
And really, in these championship games, a lot of time, what it comes down to is which team makes the fewest mistakes in terms of actual penalties and/or assignments.
You're in the huddle with the Deer Valley Snakes. 12-1 on the season, going up against Hoffman Estates, 13-0. So something's got to give, and look at them firing out after that huddle. Coming right up to the line of scrimmage. Anthony Gonzalez is your quarterback. Pitch back. Forget about it. Crockett Robles has nowhere to go. It's all right, so we're going to see some strategy here. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to punt the football?
Yeah, and this is an interesting one. You know, you're at about midfield. If you have confidence in your defense, you play that field position because it's 4th and long, Dave. It's 4th and about 13. If it was a little shorter, I would say they might go for it, but I think they're going to punt this one.
Going to punt this football away. No safeties back. Now a pair fade back. Good snap. And the kick is going to sail out of bounds at around the 49-yard line of Hoffman Estates. Hey, we've seen some teams in this tournament that never punt.
That's right. It doesn't matter what the down and distance is, you know, 4th and 14, 13, like we saw, they'll go for it. There they choose to punt, but you see why a lot of them go for it. The punt wasn't that great. You really don't gain a lot of field position by punting the ball. And just like that Hoffman Estates defense holds, gets their offense back the ball in good field position.
Here's the pitch. Trying to get to the wide side. Oh, nice. Slipping tackles. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Goes Brian Smith.
But watch this. It's going to be a toss left right here. Watch the crackback block that he gets right here as he takes it around the end. It's just a toss out of the double set. You see the back go in motion. Watch the crackbacks here. Right there, you caught a nice block, couple blocks outside, and Smith gets it up that ladder, inside and out, for a big run.
Trying to get that ball wide. Good pursuit and the tackle made by Crockett Robles.
I see now if you miss the blocks on that sweep like they did there, you got defenders to penetrate like Crockett Robles, and they'll blow that play up in the backfield for a big loss.
All right, barring a defensive penalty, this will be the final snap of the opening quarter. Quickly played here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. Championship game, Division II Junior Pee-wees. 2nd down and 16 from the 39-yard line. Hoffman Estate's on the march. Jet sweep. Turning it back inside. Look at all those hats that come to the football. They push the pile forward, though, near the 31. And we have come to the end of the opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So quickly played first quarter. Hoffman Estates and Deer Valley. Hoffman Estates, their second possession, second time in to Deer Valley territory, but no score as we go to the second. First of 4 championship games today here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. And how about tomorrow at noon? Northwest and hard-hit New Britain, Connecticut take the big stage. A noon kickoff on ESPN2. Both these teams really have played tremendous football. The D1 Midget Championship tomorrow at noon, ESPN2 and on the Watch ESPN app. New Britain, Connecticut, and Northwest Pennsylvania. That's Germantown, right outside Philly. So that's a good battle in the Northeast.
A couple of Pop Warner organizations that really are just coming onto the scene and coming on strong. Both of these teams have played exceptionally well this week, but something's going to have to give in that one.
Well, something is going to have to give in this one. And there's Rick Sharp, the head coach at Deer Valley. Been in this program since 1975, Rini, 4 decades.
And the thing I love about a coach like Rick Sharp, he keeps his kids grounded. You know, one of the things they said about this Deer Valley team, no true superstars, really a blue-collar team, a lot of good players contributing. And if you're going to make it to the Super Bowl and win a championship, you have to have everyone contribute.
All right, so Hoffman Estates on the march. Breaking tackles inside the 20, still going all the way down to the 11-yard line. Tremendous run by Brian Smith. He's had a couple of them here in the first half.
Yeah, now they go a little counter. They're going to fake it to the right, come back, counter it to Brian Smith back to the left. You're going to see the play open up, fake to the right, come back underneath to Smith, and nice little stiff arm here. He's going to break that tackle. Good power by that run. And that's on 3rd and 8. So not only did they pick that first down up, they keep the drive alive. Good chunk of yardage, and they're inside the red zone.
All right, so they crack down to the 12-yard line, and they have a first down. 1st and 10, just underway here in the second quarter. Going to try to get this thing to the wide side. And that was Ali Al-Sadi who really blew the play up. And no gain.
And you saw almost a little problem with the exchange in the backfield. Watch the connection between quarterback running. You see the ball kind of fall in the hip. Nice job by Ballou to make sure he secures that ball and get it upfield. Try to get it back close to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so Ryan Smith, 35, was in there. A little wildcat action. They give him a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd down and 11 as they operate from the 13-yard line. Try to go inside. Taking this football down near the 9. So that's Lingle on the carry. Lingle's found the end zone a couple of times in this tournament.
And although these teams don't throw a lot, this is the spot on the field, Dave. If they were going to throw, I'd expect them maybe a little play action, roll the quarterback out, give him a little run pass option.
At 3rd down conversions, 2 of 4. Here's a big one, 3rd and 7. And there is just nowhere to go. And once again, Crockett Robles, we've been calling his name a lot, just stepped right into the hole and made a very nice tackle.
Yeah. He's doing what you have to do at that middle linebacker spot. Read and recognize. Make sure you don't get blocked by the lineman. Get up there, meet the running back in the hole. And you did a nice job there. And just like that, it's now 4th down.
All right, we'll see if Hoffman Estates can get a 4th down conversion here. They can get one at the 1-yard line. All running so far for these young guys from Chicagoland. Full house backfield again. Going to fake it. Quarterback going to try to get the corner. Inside the 5, stretching it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ryan Smith. 7-yard touchdown run for Smith.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they rolled out Ryan Smith, just a little play action, roll him out. You know, essentially it's a pass play, but it's a run play because there's no receiver out there. Smith's a runner the whole way. You can tell by how he secured the ball, but I like that they got him on the perimeter. You know, we've seen a steady dose of between the tackles, inside runs. That time, get him out wide. He gets to the pylon on 4th down, scores the touchdown.
All right, they're going to go for the 2-point kick. 8 plays, 51 yards, a scoring drive that took just over 4 minutes to play. Lining up for the 2-point try. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Hoffman Estates has controlled the ball, the time of possession, and they get the extra point kick up and good. That's Schnedeker.
Look at the defenders, Dave. So they're going inside. You got a lot of tightness here. You give it to Smith, the quarterback. Get him to the perimeter here, and just your good athletes, give him the ball in space. You got that tight defense because you've been pounding the inside. Take it out. You pick up a nice block on the perimeter, and then you get it in the end zone. Nice play call.
So this one is going as scripted for Hoffman Estates right now. They lead 8-0. 7:23 to go in our first half. They've had 2 possessions, and they have a huge edge in the time of possession. Hoffman Estates RedHawks. Hashtag PopWarnerSB. We want to hear from you out there on Twitter.
You know, what an advantage, and we've seen it all week, Dave. When you have a place kicker that can hit it through for that 2-point conversion, it really gives you an advantage.
Twitter messages, you can the dedicated Twitter account for Pop Warner is @Pop_Warner, but just put hashtag PopWarnerSB in your messages and we'll pop those up on the screen. We want to know where you're watching, and we want to know who you're rooting for this afternoon. So Hoffman Estates with the 8-0 lead. Short kick. And Hoffman Estates makes the recovery. Brian Smith, 32, comes up with the football.
And it was an excellent onside kick, and you're going to see that often in Pop Warner. A lot of onside kicks. These teams try to get as many possessions as they can. Nice kick. Watch a little hop here. You just got to go down and try to field that the best you can as it slides through Jaden Paride right there. And as you said, 32, Brian Smith, the good hustle and the recovery.
All right, so this is going to be a big defensive series here for Deer Valley because, you know, we haven't seen too many teams come back from down 2 scores.
Yeah, with the running styles, it's tough unless you can break off some really big runs and come back down 2 scores.
Full house backfield again. And Hoffman Estates continues to grind it. Gang tackling by Deer Valley. Give a gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. With a lot of running and not too many penalties so far, this has been a very quickly played first half.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen a pass yet today.
No.
On either side.
Nope, not yet. Good look at Ryan Smith. Quarterback, they break out of the run formation. Hand that ball back inside. Gonna take it down near the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 5 coming up.
Yeah, good defense by Deer Valley. Every time Hoffman Estates puts that back in motion, they've run toss sweep to the motion side. I think Deer Valley recognized that, spread out a little bit, stretched it out, and came up and made a nice tackle.
So look at number 21 a moment ago of Jameer Haskell. He made the stop for Deer Valley. 3rd and 5. From the 44-yard line. Inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. I tell you, they are getting some things done on the left side of that offensive line.
Yeah, excellent blocking. And, you know, when you do the direct snap and the quarterback runs it off tackle, you know, you're gaining an advantage because you're gaining a blocker. You know, when the quarterback hands it off, he's out of the equation. When he keeps it as the running back, you lead block, you block down like that, you control the line of scrimmage. That's a nice football play.
All right, so Smith, you could see, quickly went over to the sideline, got the call, and now he relays it to his teammates. Another 1st down for Hoffman Estates. Deer Valley really hasn't had the football virtually at all here in this first half. Gain of a yard down to the 36-yard line. It's going to be second down and 9.
And Hoffman Estates and Coach Rick Sire, they know, listen, they're methodically moving the ball, chewing up a lot of time. Obviously, they would love to score it here, Dave. But really, if they go into halftime up 8-0, the way this game's going, they're pretty happy with that.
Oh, take that for sure. Turn under 5 minutes to play here in our first half. Second down and 9. Smith with the fake. Going to keep this one. Nice job in there by Taj Hughes to turn the ball carrier back inside, but not before he reaches the 29-yard line.
But watch Ryan Smith here. He wants to run sweep, but watch. He knows right here. Watch him. He's going to plant the right foot right there and get it up. Got some blocks. It becomes a good, strong runner. Get nice and low because they're going to be reaching for that ball right there. Does a nice job holding on and moving the pile for a nice pickup, and they get it to 3rd and 1.
Big play here for the defense of the Snakes. Want to try to force a 4th down here for Coach Rick Sharp. Smith under center. Oh boy, what a nice job they did blocking inside. Again, they go off the left side, and then they cut it back in and pick up the first down. That was Ballou. Christian Ballou on the carry.
Yeah, good vision by Ballou's. Watch. He's going to come right in here, press the hole, and then kind of just bounce it to the left. Finds the soft side. I love it for Ballou. Good vision. Watch him press. Then he sees a little hole. Little shuffle step to the left and pick up that first down. Excellent run by that young man.
Ballou and Smith in the backfield that time. How about Hoffman Estates averaging almost 5 yards per play so far in this game? Why change things now? Go to the right side this time. Take it down near the 20-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 2, second down and 8.
And we hear it all the time, Dave. Sometimes what's the best defense? Great offense.
Yeah.
And when you can run the ball like this, run the clock and grind out first downs, you limit your opponent's possessions. And boy, Hoffman Estates has done a phenomenal job with that in this first half.
Smith came back to the huddle with a little bit of a limp that time. We'll keep our eye on that. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Inside of 3 minutes to go now in the first half. Trying to bounce this one to the outside. 15, 10. And Smith on the carry, and that's going to be another first down. We'll see if it's 1st and goal. And it will be just inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Yeah, they go full house with the triple I. Give it to Smith. He presses. Watch the stiff arm on the left hand. I
Nice.
love it. We've been seeing a lot of great stiff arms this week. Gets it down inside the 10, and as you said, 1st and goal for Hoffman Estates.
All right, so Brian Smith, that's a 12-yard gainer. Ryan Smith had the touchdown earlier in the second quarter. Hoffman Estates looking to add on. Now going with 2 wide receivers, empty set. Ball is dropped. Boy, look at the pursuit and a big play defensively by Crockett Robles. That's a big play as that short circuits this drive, at least for the moment.
Well, absolutely huge play, Dave. I mean, you got 1st and goal. You drop the snap. We've seen that a couple times today, but watch Crockett Robles, like shot out of a cannon to get to Ryan Smith for the tackle and the big loss. So now you go 1st and goal at the 9. Now your 2nd goal at the 18-yard line. And when you don't pass, boy, that can be tough to overcome.
Number 76, Mason Cullum, was also in hot pursuit. He turned the play the other way, and that's where Crockett Robles was waiting. From the 17, and flags are down.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
And this is just what the doctor ordered for Deer Valley. Their defense has been on the field the entire first half.
They're first.
You said it, Dave. I mean, down 2 touchdowns in a game like this, it might as well be 30 points because it's tough sledding and they're not getting your offense the ball. So this defense is stepping up right now, moving Hoffman Estates. It's imperative they keep them out of the end zone this possession here.
Rini and Golia, when we hit the half, we will send it to the halftime show presented by Genie, Michael Kane, and the coach, Doug Graber, back in the studio. set to break this one down and tell us about the rest of the games this afternoon. That's coming up, the halftime show, presented by Genie on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app once we hit the half. Well, what do you think? Think we're about time to see our first pass?
Dave, if we're ever going to see it, we're going to see it right. They're second and goal. They're at the 18-yard line.
23.
But, oh, that's right, 23. They lost yardage on the last play. So, you know, the issue is here, some teams are just so comfortable with running the ball that they'll just take their chances. Again, as we said, listen, if you're Rick Sire, even if you get into the halftime up 8-0, you're happy with that. The one thing, obviously you want points here, but the one thing you cannot do is have a catastrophic play, a turnover where you give Deer Valley possibly a scoop and score, something like that. At the very least, you go into the halftime up 8-0.
All right, after the Hoffman Estates timeout, second and goal from the 23-yard line. And it does look like we're going to get our first pass. Oh, nice catch. Spinning and down to the 20-yard line. That's a gain of only 3, but man, that was a great catch. Nice grab made by Sean McMahon.
Yeah, they're going to slide McMahon into the flat from that tight end spot. Watch him hit and release. I love it. Nice pass, and you good catch right on those fingertips, and then makes the catch, becomes a runner, and a good positive play. Nice catch and run by McMahon.
McMahon says ice cream is his favorite food. Give him an extra scoop
There
for
you
that.
go.
That was nice. I guess you could call that a snow cone catch. Third and goal from the 19. Smith to throw again. Boy, in traffic, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Ryan Smith had 2 hands on that. Well, check that. That was Brian Smith.
Yeah.
Had both hands on it. He knows he shouldn't hide that.
Look, you know, trying to hook up with a Smith to Smith there as Brian Smith ran the seam route. Ryan put it on him, tried to zip it in there, but as you said, good coverage, and now it's fourth and goal from the 19, so I'm going to venture to say we're going to see another pass attempt here to see if Hoffman Estates can get in the end zone.
Hoffman Estates RedHawks come up to the line. Incomplete pass, stops the clock, 1:16 to go until halftime. Fourth and goal from the 19. Smith, incomplete. And so the ball will go over on downs to Deer Valley, and that is a big sigh of relief by the Snakes and their fans.
And that's why, you know, a lot of coaches are hesitant to throw it there. You saw they tried to go tunnel screen. The ball actually popped in the air, and Zachary Sutton, number 2 for Deer Valley. Boy, if he catches that thing, that's a pick 6, and the whole momentum of the game gets shifted. But it falls incomplete. I think Hoffman Estates play some good defense here, and they're going to be really happy going into the lead 8-0.
All right, so the line of scrimmage is the 19-yard line. Deer Valley has all 3 of their timeouts. They've really had nothing going in this game offensively. We'll see how they decide to play this. Anthony Gonzalez in there at quarterback. There's the handoff. And Crockett Robles takes it off the left side for a yard, and that's it. Deer Valley not using their timeouts here. They may be just looking to get this thing to halftime.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, too. Deer Valley, you don't want to make any mistakes down here as well. Get it to halftime. Listen, although I think Hoffman Estates outplayed you in the first half, you're only down 1 score. So get back, regroup. As coaches now, the chess game begins. You're seeing what your opponent's doing. Make some adjustments and come out and see if you can play better in the second half.
All right, Hoffman Estates in a 4-3. Full house backfield here. Gonzalez, handoff inside to Taj Hughes. Hughes, with a little bit of running room, takes it out to the 30-yard line, and it looks like that's going to be a first down. And it is a first down, so they'll stop the clock long enough to move the chains. 21 seconds left here in the first half.
A nice run by Hughes, a little off tackle on the counter play, and as you said, picked up 11, got the first down. So listen, although they're not probably, barring a 70-yard run right here, not going to score any points in this first half.
It's Hughes again. Boy, and look at all the Hoffman Estates defenders that run to the football, and that is going to do it. That's going to be the final play of the first half. Well, maybe not.
Timeout, Snakes. First charge timeout.
All right, so the Snakes will burn a timeout here. No use to take them with you, right?
Yeah, you can't take them with you, so you might as well use them. Just like I said, you got to be really careful with 3 seconds left. Yeah, you would love to get some points, but I think when you're backs kind of to your own end zone, usually more bad things happen to you in this position than good.
All right, we'll see how Rick Sire and his defense set up for this one.
I tell you what, Dave, though, after watching Hoffman Estates here the first half, I kind of see why they only gave up 1 touchdown during their regular season back in the Chicago area.
Yeah, get a real good plan, control the ground game and the clock. 3.6 seconds remaining here in the first half. First of 4 live games this afternoon, all championship games here at the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl at ESPN Wide World Sports. Just another tremendous day here. It's been a great week.
It really has. I mean, every year seems to get better and better, and I think as the teams, as the Pop Warner organizations come back year after year, they get better as well.
All right, going to keep this one on the ground. And Zach Sutton. We're waiting on a whistle. There it finally is. That's a good gainer. All the way out near the 48-yard line. That's a 19-yard pickup. So Deer Valley gets a little bit going offensively in this last minute. That was a good idea to call that timeout.
You're right. Listen, it's a positive play going into halftime. Nice run by Crockett Robles. 19 yards, as you said, to end half. Listen, no points, but at least you have a positive play to build on. You can tell your kids, look, we just knocked off a nice run. We just need to do more of that in the second half.
All right, we'll get a word now in a moment. Looks like Rick Sharp's going to join us. All right, let's send it down to the coach of Deer Valley, Rick Sharp. Rick, what'd you think of the first half? Hoffman Estates controlling the football.
They've got the offense and defensive line control. We got to come out and do a better job taking back the line. We got to stay on offense too. We're on defense the whole game, so we got to do a little better job getting ourselves the ball and moving with the ball.
Yeah, Coach, they stole that one possession from you on that onside kick. A good play there to end the half, a 20-yard run. So now I think it's going to give you some positive vibes here for your team. Do you do anything differently offensively? I mean, obviously you want the ball, but do you do anything in terms of maybe getting to the outside and loosening up that Hoffman Estates defense?
Yeah, we may change our blocking scheme a little bit on offense, but we got to have the ball on offense in order to do much with it. And I think we've ran about 6 plays so far in the first half. So we got to go stop them on defense, and then we'll get the ball and do what we can.
Hey, Rick, thanks for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
All right, Rick Sharp, the coach of the Deer Valley Snakes. First half is in the books in this Division II Junior Pee Wee Championship. Hoffman Estates from Chicagoland pitching a shutout. 8 points on the board. It's 8-0. Let's send it over to Michael Kane and the coach, Doug Rayburn.
Thanks, Dave. Welcome to the halftime show presented by Genie. Michael Kane, Coach Doug Graber. Coach, great first half by the RedHawks. Just unbelievable defense, pitching the shutout against Deer Valley. What'd you like in that first half?
Well, first of all, their running game I thought was really dominant. But hey, this is a good football game. We knew this was going to be a good game. Hoffman Estates, a couple of really big plays in the running game down in the red zone, really and I'll tell you, the 2-point conversion kick is huge. That puts a lot of pressure now on Deer Valley. When they score, they have to really try to kick to go for 2.
Well, let's take a look at some of the first half action. Again, as Coach said, 8-0 Deer Valley. You're going to see the quarterback Ryan Smith here. He's going to pitch it off to the Smith brother, Brian Smith. He's going 18 yards down that left side. Coach, quite a player you got there.
It really was, and he beat the tackle by the safety, and that was the key. And here's the bootleg, and this is going to be a run all the way by Smith. And again, that's a great effort, and he kind of caught the Snakes of Deer Valley napping on that one.
Well, again, only offense of the first half, really, for either team. It was definitely a defensive battle going forward. If you're either coach, what are you saying to your team at halftime?
Well, I think that, Coach Sharp hit it right on the dot there. I mean, they're getting beat at the offensive and defensive lines of scrimmage. That's always the key to winning football games. I think they need to come up with something offensively, and he said it changed the blocking schemes, but they've got to find a way.
Now, again, the Hoffman team, just unbelievable rushing. I think they only threw 3 passes the entire first half, and they all came in that last minute of play. What is it about their rushing game that you liked in that first half?
Well, again, it's the execution. I mean, it all starts up front, and the offensive line is certainly winning the battle up front, and a couple big plays and a couple of missed tackles. by Deer Valley, and that's the difference.
Different. Well, let's take a look at some of those wretches, Coach. Again, the Smith brothers, Ryan and Brian, the quarterback, running back. Get a good look at him here.
Yeah, and this has just been dominant. That's just simply an off tackle, a counter play, and just look at the effort there. And I tell you, the Deer Valley safety was hanging on for dear life on that one. But the Smith brothers have been dominant, and here we go again. The quick toss, and again cut inside. Missed tackle right there. Good cutback right there. Excellent gain. Excellent gain. Here's the boot now. Here's the boot. And again, that's run all the way. Excellent block by the wide receiver and the tight end. That's the difference right now in this ball game.
All right, Coach, I want you to put your coaching hat on. You're with the Deer Valley team here at halftime. Tough first half for them. Really couldn't get anything going on offense. What are you saying to the team during halftime to get something going for Deer Valley?
I really like what Rini said just after the half was ended. I thought that the little drive that Deer Valley put together just before the half, as a coach, you always want to have something positive to tell your team at halftime, and they got a little momentum going. If they can keep that momentum going now in the third quarter, they're going to have a shot.
Fantastic. You had a good story about Deer Valley that you were sharing with me during halftime.
Yeah, Rick Sharp, the head coach at Deer Valley, you talk about a guy that's dedicated to Pop Warner football. He's been coaching since 1975. His son, who played for him, is the offensive coordinator. Mark Johnson, who played for him, is the defensive coordinator. Tremendous dedication, and it's a family deal with the Sharp family. Really kind of neat.
Well, pretty neat deal. Football, obviously, so much more than just about the game. Like you said, it is truly a family thing, and to see the father-son tie there is pretty special.
Awesome.
Speaking of special, in the pregame show, we had 3 fantastic top play nominees that were sent in via your Twitter accounts out there watching us live on ESPN3. Of course, our hashtag is #PopWarnerSB. 3 unbelievable plays. We're going to reveal the play of the week to date per your votes. Coach, who do you got for the winner?
Well, I like the flip back pass, myself. That's my favorite right here. I still think it was a design play. We disagree. No, that was pretty fortunate, really. That's my favorite.
Well, it was the favorite play of the day as well from our Twitter followers. I don't know if I buy it, Coach. I don't think they drew that one up in the stand. But Willie Seward, excellent heads-up play with the toss back. You ever seen anything like that before?
No, I really haven't. But we've seen a lot of things this week that I haven't seen before.
Well, not just this week. There's a lot of history in Pop Warner. There's a lot of great names that have gone on to NFL success, collegiate success, that started right here with the Pop Warner Super Bowl. And one of those is Ron Jaworski, who's with us here at ESPN's Wide World of Sports earlier this season and had some fantastic things to say about sportsmanship and way to play the game. Let's take a look at Jaws and what he had to say.
I applaud all the coaches that are involved in coaching young men and women, in teaching young men and women, and disciplining young men and women to do things the right way. I have incredible respect for what they do, the time they give up to coach my kids, your kids, anyone else's kids. I applaud their efforts. But I'm also a big believer in what they have to do. And yes, you want to win games. You want to have that kind of success. But I also think you have to be a good sport. Lose with grace, lose with dignity. Also, win with grace, win with dignity. Respect your opponent. Respect competition. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. But when the game is over, respect your opponent.
Well, some great words there from one of the all-time greats in the game. I love what he said about respecting your opponent, respecting the game. Good stuff. We want you guys to stick with us all day for the post-game show presented by Genie. 1 half to go, Junior Pee Wee National Championships. We'll be back. Stick around, but now we're going to throw it down to the guys on the field, Rainey and Dave. Guys?
All right, Michael, thanks so much. They do a great job in the studio, don't they?
Really do. It's a phenomenal setup there. I've been on there a few times. Just great stuff.
I tell you what, there's nothing that happens on this football field that Doug Graber doesn't understand. The coach can break it down. Hey, how about you're never too old or young for jumping jacks, right?
Never.
All right, let's send it down to Rick Sire. And Rick, what'd you think of the first half? You controlled the football.
Control the football, but we had some mistakes that we got to get cleaned up. Taking points off the board coming down here to Florida is not acceptable. These guys know that. Penalties, we got to get that cut back. Hopefully we clean it up here in the second half.
Coach, they say, some of the best defense is great offense. Is that kind of what you've done this year? You kind of control the ball, grind out first downs, and just try to score and be opportunistic?
Absolutely. Anytime we can get the ball, we want it. We want to ground and pound them and just keep these kids banging right at the defense until they wear down, and then we control it in the second half.
Hey, Rick, thanks for your time. By the way, where's your jacket?
No jacket. No jacket. It's Florida and the sun's coming out. Everything's great.
Illinois, this is like a summer day for you, right?
This is a beautiful summer day.
Hey, thanks for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, second half coming up. And let's take a look at the stats. And, oh, my goodness, Deer Valley, just 38 total yards in the first half.
And that's the biggest thing that sticks out, 132 to 38 total yards, 131-38. And then you see third down conversions. Deer Valley only had one shot at it. Look at 8 opportunities for Hoffman Estates. They really controlled the ball in that first half.
Rini, what does Deer Valley have to do to turn this around here in the second half?
They have to stop the run of Hoffman Estates, and they have to get off the field. Here, it's going to be an outside pitch. You need to really flow hard from the inside when you recognize, and then you need to come up and make tackles. Hoffman Estates hits you between the tackles, but then they come, hit it outside. Good blocking. You just have to make tackles and get off the field. I talked to many defensive coordinators in the college level throughout the year. The key to good defense is getting off the field on third down, and I should say in Pop Warner here, it's fourth down because everyone goes for it. If you can get off the field, get your offense back the ball, you're in good shape. Deer Valley just hasn't been able to do that in the first half.
Well, when we talked to Rick Sharp at the end of the first half, you could tell he's a little bit frustrated about not getting much time with the football. We'll see if that changes now as the Snakes will receive this third quarter kick. And Snakes do a much better job that time recovering that onside kick. Nice play.
And Pyra, that's exactly what we want to do. Come up and get it on that big hop. You don't have to wait for it to go 10 yards as a receiving team. You can go get it whenever you want. Good job. He steps up and gets it. So not only does he keep possession for his team, very good field position for Deer Valley.
Well, Hoffman Estates controlled the ball and got the lead in the first half. You would think if you've been watching this game, there'd be a lot more lopsided than it is, but it's only 8-0. So a big play here by Deer Valley could put them right back in the game. 1st and 10, they run the football. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
And they really went to that same play. They ended the first half to Crockett Robles. They just went off tackle to the left side that time. Hoffman Estates, very sound fundamentally on defense. They come up and they make good tackles as well.
All right, 2nd down and 10. Deer Valley has it at the Hoffman Estates 48. Full house backfield again. Robles on the carry. Oh, check that. No, that is Hughes. Hughes takes it inside and takes it down near the 45-yard line. Forward progress is going to be stopped at the 46. So 3rd down and long coming up.
You hear what I said about fundamental defense. The first player defender for Hoffman Estates, the defensive end, he's going to come upfield here. He doesn't make the play, but he turns it back inside. That's exactly what you want to do. That was 23, Daniel Sear. Good job. Hold your contain. Don't let him get outside you. Put him back inside where all your help is.
And Brian Smith cleaned it up. Robles on the carry. Tried to get wide. And the boys from Chicagoland said, no way. Turn that thing back inside, so it's going to be 4th down coming up here.
Yeah, and it's good team defense all around. Doesn't matter where Deer Valley tries to run, right, left, up the middle. Just fundamentally sound. Hoffman Estates flying to the football, and just it's tough sledding in there for Deer Valley.
This is just the 12th offensive snap of the game for the Snakes. And they are in punt formation. Anthony Gonzalez on 4th and 9 from the 47. Sends this one down the field, and this is going to take a nice roll inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line, down to the 11. That's one of the best punts we've seen. That's a 30. Let's see now. That's a 36-yard punt, and no return.
That's good math, Dave, and quick, too. No spotter for Dave Weeklove here. He's doing that himself. No, you're right, though. Good punt, keeps it in bounds, gets it down. Now, the only bad news is Hoffman Estates has a lot of field to go with, and the way they keep the ball, you know, they could drive down the field and take this whole 7 minutes, 46 seconds off the clock in this quarter.
This is the worst field position of the game for Hoffman Estates. So obviously Deer Valley down 8-0 here midway in the third. They'd love to get a 3 and out and get the short field. First things first, though, Hoffman Estates on offense to begin the second half. And they do a good job defending that. That's a gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8.
And I believe it was Remington Johnson, 34, from that defensive line position. Hit the back in the backfield, made him slow up, and then they flew to the football. That's what you got to do. But if you watch Deer Valley, they have all 11 defenders, Dave, within about 7 yards of the line of scrimmage, so they are selling out, overloading the box. Look at, they got the entire team. That's all 11 of them right in there within 7 yards. You see the safety, Taj Hughes, slide over a little bit.
Oh, I'll tell you what, a good job that time by the quarterback as that snap was basically rolled back to him, and he takes it out beyond the 15, near the 18-yard line. Really a nice job. And Smith on the carry.
And I'll tell you what the issue is. When you overload the box with that many players, one guy misses his assignment and the back squirts through there, he's going to take that a long way. Good job by Smith here. Breaks the initial tackle to get it to a 3rd and manageable here.
Anthony Gonzalez on the tackle. Big down here for the Snakes. Love to get a stop here. 3rd and a long 3. And finally a whistle. 19-yard line is now the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down and 2.
This is
So
the turning
how will
point.
Hoffman Estates play this?
Yeah, this is an interesting call. You're up 8-0. You got the momentum. You go for this and get stopped. Deer Valley has unbelievable field position, and then they're going to start to get some momentum. And what did I talk about a few minutes ago? The key to the defense is getting off the field when you have the opportunities to. 4th and 2. Deer Valley needs to get their offensive ball back here.
And they are going to go for it. 4th and 2 from their own 19-yard line. Now there was movement on both sides of the line. Looks like this is going to be encroachment against Deer Valley. We'll see.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Oh, that is a killer.
Yeah, and they went with the hard count. And remember, once you break the neutral zone, the play's blown dead. You don't have the opportunity to get back. You see right over the ball, he actually made contact. Number 18, Murphy, actually made contact with the center. That's why the center moved. You saw the head-to-head contact there. Hard count, and just like that, Hoffman Estates keeps the ball, gets his possession going. Again, Deer Valley misses an opportunity to get off the field.
Tell you what, Aiden Murphy's one of our favorite players. He's in there, has a little bit of a hearing situation, playing with hearing aids. Once they broke contain, it was off to the races for Brian Smith, and just like that, it looked as if Deer Valley was one snap away from getting the football in good field position, and instead, Smith takes it all the way out to midfield.
Yeah, it can be demoralizing for a defense. As you said, you're at 4th and 2, you're looking, you're pumped up, you're going to get your team, your offense back the ball in great field position. You get a penalty, and then the next play, out to shoot for a big gain. And Hoffman Estate's starting to get rolling here a little bit here in the second half once again.
All right, so that's a 1st down. Got a 30-yard gainer there to the 47. Hoffman Estate's now with 11 1st downs in the game. Weaving his way down to the 40-yard line, a gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. And the Smiths have just been so tough in this game.
Brian or Ryan, you pick it, because they're both doing an excellent job. Watch the patience here by Smith as he gets the ball. Let's look at it. He lets his block set up, finds all. Then watch right here. Get back north and south. Square those shoulders up. Excellent job. You see a lot of young backs, they'll go parallel side to side. Nope. Make that cut, get upfield, and pick up positive yards.
Yeah, Brian Smith says grilled chicken is his favorite dinner. Well, he's putting this Deer Snake defense on the spit and so far in this game. It's going to be down to the 38-yard line. Not quite a 1st down. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard. Now, this obviously is 4-down territory. So here we go. This drive started at the 11-yard line, and they have reached the 38-yard line of Deer Valley. And there's your first down to the 35-yard line. The time of possession numbers, Rini, are just nuts in this game. 20 minutes for Hoffman Estates to 5 for Deer Valley.
Well, you know, we're giving a lot of kudos to the backs of Hoffman Estates, and rightfully so, but that offensive line is doing a nice job firing off the ball. I love how they get up to their intensity, watch them go down, get ready, and when that ball snaps, they fly off the ball, and they're trying to push that Deer Valley defensive line back, and they're doing an excellent job thus far.
Number 35, Ryan Smith, the quarterback. A hands-off to number 32, Brian Smith, and looking to pop outside, takes it down near the 27, but a flag is down. And this is a holding penalty against Hoffman Estates. And they'll be moving the football back.
Yeah, right when
to the foul.
Right when I give the props to the offensive lineman, they get a holding call, but it happens.
That's the way it always,
Yeah.
how it always works. Hey, how about all of these young Pop Warner Super Bowl participants who were rolling around this Disney complex last night? Here's the call.
It's great for them.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, replay first down.
Rolling around this Disney complex last night on the same night that ESPN had their college football award show.
It's great. They're here. They come, and they're basically here the same time every year. This week, Thursday night, they do the award show. So, needless to say, a lot of talent on the ESPN Wide World of Sports and Disney grounds here this week.
Marcus Mariota, the quarterback for Oregon, is going to have to build a new trophy case for all the hardware he took home last night.
He's going to be getting a big one Saturday night. There's no doubt about that.
And by the way, he is a Pop Warner alumni. Going to be a loss of 2 on that carry. Going to be second down and 22. By the way, we love your Twitter messages. Go ahead and put the hashtag PopWarnerSB in your tweet, and we will see them. And we have been occasionally popping some of these up on the screen. Let us know who you're rooting for and where you're watching the game. And we love it when you send some screen captures.
Yeah, good stuff.
We're checking that out up here in the booth. All right, second down and 22. Quarterback keeper. Oh, boy, big hit in there by Aiden Murphy, 18. Down to the 38.
But again, a good chunk of yards for Hoffman Estates. Just the keeper by Ryan Smith, 35. And what it does is it gets it back to 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, Dave. But, of course, it's 4-down territory. So now Rick Sire knows he's got 2 plays, 2 downs to try to pick this first down up and keep the drive alive.
How about that big cast on Murphy's left arm? He's playing with a broken arm out there. Quarterback keeper to the 36-yard line. So 4th down is coming up.
And Murphy was in there again, Dave, right on cue. 18, Aiden Murphy just coming up, cast in hand, doesn't matter, in on the tackle.
I always think of the Oakland Raiders when you see a guy wearing a big cast like that.
Well, I think back then they used to just wear them they weren't hurt. They just wore them as clubs.
Yeah, wore them as a weapon.
Remember, you watch the old NFL film show, they used to tape the pennies on their fingers. They used to slap the guys in helmet. Yeah, it's changed a little bit, let's say, over the years.
All right, down to 90 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Fourth down and 9. And this is going to be a procedure penalty against Hoffman Estates.
Yeah, they're going to catch the tight end, number 3, Sean McMahon.
Dead
a little
ball,
flinch.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
So a couple of key penalties in this drive. You know, and despite the fact they haven't had the ball virtually at all in this game, Deer Valley is hanging around.
Well, they are. And again, we talked about it. Hoffman Estates pretty much controlled this game. You look up, it's still only 8-0. You're only down by 1 score.
4th down and 14. See if we see a pass here. It's been a rarity in this game. Championship game, Division II Junior Pee-wees. Fake the jet sweep, and there's the handoff. Trying to get this thing blocked to the corner. Boy, great pursuit. And all the key players, Hughes, Robles, were all there to run the ball carrier out of bounds. And so Deer Valley's defense holds.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. String this thing out as they go jet sweep wide here. Watch 8. Robles is going to come sideline to sideline. Just stretch it out. Get inside the block. You know when it's 4th and long, he needs to turn that corner. You got to prevent him from doing so, and they do that.
So with a change of possession, Rick Sharp and the Snakes of Deer Valley from Phoenix take the football over at their own 37-yard line. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Here comes Taj Hughes. Tell you what, that Deer Valley does a good job as they create a new line of scrimmage with that run off the right side for good yards. That's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
They just got to get some momentum. They need that one play to get them going, get some excitement. And again, they're only down 1 score, so they get one big play, they're right back in this thing.
Robles off the left side. Whoa, what a hit by Smith. Smith drove him to the ground. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, Ryan Smith says, I'm not only a quarterback, I can play a little linebacker too, as he comes up and meets the back for the tackle. You love it, sticking the nose in there, nice form tackle.
X marks the spot, right? Right there on his helmet. Final 10 seconds of the third quarter. Hughes again. And they're finding some business off that right side now, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. So we've got 3 quarters in the books here. One of these teams is 10 minutes away from a national championship. Hoffman Estates from Chicagoland with an 8-0 lead on Deer Valley. Hey, and once this game is over, we'll send it back to the Genie Update Desk. ESPN Wide World of Sports post-game show on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app. Let's send it over there and see what Michael Kane and the coach Doug Graber, what are you guys working on?
I'll tell you what I'm working on. I'm working on trying to figure out how Hoffman Estates had that hard count, Rainey, on 4th and 2, deep in their own territory. I thought that was by far the key play of the second half when they were able to draw Snake Valley offsides.
I agree with you, Coach. 4th and 2, you got to get your offense back the ball. Hard count, contact with the center, and that kept that drive alive.
But credit to Deer Valley. That same series, they held them. It was 4th and 13. Hoffman Estates had pushed down. They were able to hold them on that 4th down. That was a big play, Coach.
That was a big play, and I'll tell you what, hey, even though Hoffman Estates has dominated, hey, one big mistake, and all of a sudden, it's a different ball game.
All right, guys, we'll catch up with you in the postgame show. Once we're done, it's the first of 4 live championship games this afternoon. Pop Warner Super Bowl 58 here at ESPN Wide World of Sports. First game of the afternoon, Hoffman Estates, the RedHawks, Division II Junior Pee-wees. They lead the Deer Valley Snakes from Phoenix 8-0 as we start the fourth quarter. But right now, Deer Valley putting something together here. 2nd down and 5 at the Hoffman Estates 46. Robles inside takes it to the 44-yard line. So 3rd down coming up. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
But you're right. Deer Valley looks a little different on this possession. They're getting some positive yards, some positive plays, and they just haven't really strung enough of those plays together here. Just 2 lead blockers. Good cutback by Crockett Robles. Get those shoulders down and pick something up again. 3rd and short. 2 downs to pick it up here to keep this drive alive.
Full house backfield. Handoff inside to Hughes. And Hughes takes it down to the 42-yard line, and that will be a first down.
And how many times this week have we seen, Dave, teams that have controlled the game start to finish have a problem closing it out, finishing it. Right now, Deer Valley looks like they got a little momentum going. 1st and 10, 9 minutes and change left in this game. It's going to go quick. We'll see if they can drive down here and try to tie this game up.
It's funny that the offense for Deer Valley, we haven't seen much of it at all in this game. Now, most of these guys are two-way players, but they're just happy to be on the offensive side of the ball right now. We'll we'll see. It looks like this may be encroachment against Hoffman Estates.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That'll make it 1st and 5 at the 37.
And I tell you, the majority of the encroachments I've seen this week have all been right over the center. Got to watch that ball. Don't listen to that count.
Schneidecker, the guilty party. Here's the pitch to Robles. And Robles is down to the 35-yard line. Schneidecker, by the way, on the info sheet, that flag is down. So this will be a 10-yard mark-off. On the info sheets we get on these young players, Schneidecker, they asked him what his favorite food was. He said, anything.
Yeah,
anything.
That's my kind of guy right there. Put it in front of me and I'll eat it. So you know he's destined to be an offensive lineman.
There
There's
you
no
go.
doubt about
Exactly. Eric Sharp, coach of this program, since 1975.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, be assessed from the spot of the foul, still first down.
This crew from New Hampshire working this game, headed up by Jason Patch, our referee today.
And they've done a really nice job. They've controlled the game, good pace, and really we haven't seen that many flags. It's been a pretty clean game for the most part.
It'll be 1st down and 14 now from the 46-yard line. Pitch. Hughes trying to get wide. Forget about it. And ball is loose. And the recovery was made by the Snakes.
Watch, I believe it's 22, Jerrion Winfrey for Hoffman Estates. Again, Deer Valley runs toss to where the motion man went. Look at him get up there, blow up through the block, does Winfrey. Hold on, now he's going to take another big hit. The ball comes out. Deer Valley lucky to jump on that and keep possession, but a huge loss on 1st down after the holding penalty, going the wrong way.
You know, we're inside of 8 minutes to go in the game now. Time becoming a bit of a factor here. And we've got movement. I think it was the up back flinched for Deer Valley.
Dead ball, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
So it's going to be 2nd down now and 27.
And you see things happen in bunches to young teams. You had the holding penalty, then you have the big loss on the run. Now you get a unforced error with the false start, and just like that, you're in a hole at 2nd and 27. And as you said, 7:35 and change and running. It goes quick in this game, especially when you're not a quick strike offense, and neither of these teams are. They're a grind it out, run the ball.
And you don't know how many more possessions you might get the way Hoffman Estates has been running effectively. 2nd down and 27. Robles stopped in the backfield. This is going to be another loss back to the 39-yard line. So this is going to be 3rd down about halfway to Kissimmee.
Yeah.
3rd and 29 coming up.
The Hoffman Estates defense, they're just pinning their ears back now, and they're going. They're challenging Deer Valley. Say throw it against us, and they're just not doing it. It looks like a jailbreak there as Crockett Robles is met in the backfield. And it's just, I don't know many plays that you can call for 3rd and 29. We'll see what Rick Sharp has called here for his offense.
All right, 3rd and 29. The nose of the football is at the Deer Valley 39. They need to reach the Hoffman Estates 30 for a 1st down. Swing pass caught. Nice catch by Hughes. He takes it out to the 49-yard line, so that gets 10 of it back.
Well, and I like the opportunity. I like the shot down the field as they run Hughes on a little wheel route. Good throw by Gonzalez clearing the linebacker. You got to take some shots, but if you're Hoffman Estates, that's fine. You say, go ahead, throw it. We're going to keep you in front of us. We're going to come up. We're going to make sure tackles prevent you from getting this 1st down, and the clock, by the way, is still running.
Yeah, we go under 6 minutes to play here in the 4th. 4 10-minute quarters here in Pop Warner. 4th down and 19. Gonzalez looking to throw again. And he is going to be brought down. Great defense by Hoffman Estates. It looked as though Deer Valley had something going for a moment in that drive. And now the ball goes back over on downs, and we've got a clock stoppage on the time on the change of possession at 5:42 of the fourth.
Yeah, they try to waggle quarterback Anthony Gonzalez out, roll him out to the left. They took number 2, Zachary Sutton. He ran a fly route down the left sideline, but just excellent coverage. Nowhere for Gonzalez to go with the ball. And that Hoffman Estates team defense, great job, gets the ball back. And as you said, the way they've been running the ball, they may keep it out of the hands of Deer Valley here in the rest of this one.
Schneidecker with a big play. Boy, that's a great name for Chicagoland. Take this football down to the 40-yard line.
Think he's eating a few brats in his day?
No, it absolutely. With a name like that, you got it. Second down and 6 after a 4-yard pickup. Hoffman Estates needs to get that ball back. They've got they've got their full complement of timeouts here in the second half.
And if Hoffman Estates gets the first down here, if you're Deer Valley, you got to start burning some of those timeouts to stop this clock.
Lingle and Smith in the backfield. Here's Smith. And he continues to fight his way forward up near the 36-yard line. So that's going to pick up another 3 yards, maybe 4, and it's going to be third down and a yard.
Story of the day, it looks like you got the running back tackled at the line of scrimmage, but yet Smith just keeps fighting, pounding forward. You get up, and he's 3rd and 2. And what a difference that is, 3rd and 2 from 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, because, again, the coach knows he's got 2 downs to pick this up. 3rd and 2, you can go ahead and pound it again right up the middle.
You can see the sticks. They need to reach just beyond the 35-yard line. Third down conversions today, 5 of 11. That's a good percentage in a championship game. They'll take that all the way. Third down and a short 2. Here comes Smith again. And Smith has got the first down and a little bit more as he powers on down near the 32-yard line.
You know what I love there, Dave? A young running back knows the down and distance, 3rd and 2. How many times do you see a running back when they kind of go off tackle like that, try to bounce it and get to the outside for the big one, and they get tackled for a loss? Nope. He keeps it play side. He puts his head down, squares those shoulders, and he picks up the first down.
You saw the shot of the head coach of the Snakes, Rick Sharp. You can understand his frustration. His offense really didn't have the ball much. An official timeout on the field. Might be a equipment adjustment. Now they'll start the clock.
And you know they have to restart the play clock as well. So if you're Hoffman Estates, no hurry to snap the ball here, and I'm sure their coach Rick Sire's telling him that right now.
There's Smith, and give him forward progress to the 30-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. So the Snakes are going to take this timeout. So they have 2 left. This is the first of 4 live games, all championship games, here on ESPN3 or the Watch ESPN app. 10:30 start. Watkins from the D.C. area, Tamiami from South Florida in Miami. We'll get that game underway in about 45 minutes. Then in the afternoon session, Port St. Lucie from Florida takes on Loveland, Colorado. Division II Junior Midget Championships. Both of our afternoon games are midget affairs. That one will go at 1:15. Then West Lynn, Mass takes on Ward 5 of D.C. That'll be Division II Midget Championship at 3:30 Eastern. Love that name, Ward 5.
Ward 5. I tell you, the D.C. Organizations have represented really well this week, Dave, and that's an organization, that's an area of the country to be reckoned with. They're coming down here with a lot of athletes, and that speed of DC has really been matching the speed of Florida that we normally see.
All right, they may be trailing on the scoreboard, but Deer Valley getting some love on Twitter from Matt. Much love from Houston, Texas, sent out to Deer Valley. Hashtag StrongD, hashtag Pop Warner SB, hashtag Gonzalez. That was the rushing yards in the first half. And in the second half, the trend has continued. Mitchell Lingle on the carry. Another timeout.
And if you're Deer Valley, you have to. Now you're going to have one
You know what?
timeout left.
Rini, we're hearing from the PA that it was the Snakes calling these 2 timeouts. It's got to be Hoffman Estates. Or the Snakes are calling these timeouts.
Yeah.
They have 1 left.
And they have to do it to get the timeout, to get the ball back. So now on 3rd and 9, listen, if you're Hoffman Estates, don't do anything crazy. Hand it off. See if your back can break it and pick up the first down. Then for all intents and purposes, the game's over. If not, Deer Valley's going to burn that last and final timeout. You go ahead and give them the ball back with about 70, 75 yards to go. With no timeouts, and just play good defense and try to get out of here with the national championship.
So if you're Hoffman Estates, this game could come down virtually to this play. If you pick up this first down, that's going to be just about all she wrote. So from the 31-yard line of Deer Valley, quarterback keeper to coming to the wide side, need a block on the corner. Pushing it to the outside and driven out of bounds up at the 23-yard line. So this is going to be 4th down and 2.
Nice run. Tries to pick it up. The one thing I would tell him is try to stay in bounds, force Deer Valley to call that timeout. But if you're Ryan Smith, you're thinking, let me get to that first down marker. He sees the sticks there. He sees the chains. He tries to get low and get it. Good tackle to knock him out short by Taj Hughes. But 4th and short. If they get this first down, Dave, they're going to seal this victory.
Hughes with the tackle there. He's been one of the best players in this tournament. Well, boy, I tell you what, I think he may have it.
Well, he actually got thrown forward by the defender from Deer Valley, and when he threw him forward, you see this line judge right here gave him a great spot. He had a great look at it.
It is a first down.
He picks up that first down easily.
All right, so Deer Valley now with just 1 timeout remaining. Hoffman United SC, everyone here watching our football team. Go RedHawks. Schneidecker 69. Pop Warner SB.
And really, this game was just dominated up front by Hoffman Estates. All their backs ran the ball extremely hard. And really, their offense was great defense as well.
There's Scott right there. Again on the quarterback keeper, trying to get wide. Smith inside the 10, inside the 5, and he's brought down. And what's the ruling going to be here? I thought he was down. Touchdown! Recovery in the end zone. That's a touchdown for Hoffman Estates.
It was Ballou that jumped on the ball. I'm with you, Dave. I thought his knee was down when the ball came out. We're going to take another look at it here. Ryan Smith with the fake run all the way, gets to the outside. He wants his touchdown, man. Look how he cuts back inside. Let's take a look at it here as the safety comes over. Yeah, his knee was definitely down there. Unfortunately, sometimes these plays happen real fast. We have the luxury right there. He's down, clearly down. Now the ball comes out. We have the luxury of looking at it in super slow-mo. It happens fast, even at the junior peewee level for these officials. Ball goes in the end zone. Give Ballou credit. He's the one that jumped out into the end zone for the touchdown.
So Ballou gets on that ball in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. The extra point up and good, just across the bar. Well done. 16-0. That's the first end zone fumble recovery I've had this week.
Me as well.
Yep, and so there you go. Hoffman Estates 16, Deer Valley nothing. 2:32 to go here in the 4th.
And Jay, just, throughout this game, Hoffman Estates has really just worn down that Deer Valley defense, especially the defensive front. I mean, the play disparity is unbelievable by Hoffman Estates, just keeping control of that football. They did it in the first half, and they did it again here in the second half.
Can you imagine? 52 snaps for Hoffman Estates to 21 for Deer Valley here in this game.
More than double them up.
Boy, how great would it be to be a young person and come to this event and then go home as a champ? But just taking part in the tournament is something else.
It really is. It's an honor just to make it here and to compete, and then to make it to the national championship game like Deer Valley has done. Give them a lot of credit.
They've only lost one game all year.
Yeah.
Came in 12-1. But it looks like Hoffman Estates is going to end the season a perfect 14-0. And you know what? I mean, some of the plays, that fumble recovery that Ballou made in the end zone, he's going to be talking about that to his grandkids.
And those are hustle plays. You love to see young kids not stop. You're following the quarterback down the field, and you're there to jump on the ball.
So 2:31 to go, fourth quarter.
Now they're up 16-0, Dave, is Hoffman Estates, but make no mistake about it. They want the goose egg.
Oh, you know it.
Because they went the entire regular season only giving up one touchdown. That would really cap off their season to get a shutout in the national championship game.
Great job, RedHawks. Keep grinding. Gonzalez rolling to the wide side. The lefty throw, intercepted. That pass is intercepted. And back to the 46-yard line. Nice pickoff there. Jaden Bernardo, Jason Bernardo.
Yeah, watch Bernardo, 30 here. Listen, Hoffman Estates knows Deer Valley's going to throw it. Good protection for Anthony Gonzalez. He rolls to the left, tries to throw it back to the middle of the field. Bernardo sitting right there, all kinds of Hoffman Estates defenders there. Nice interception by that young man, and he's going to seal this victory.
So Bernardo with the interception. And I think that's this game's only turnover.
Scotty.
I believe it is. We had the one onside kick recovery, but other than that, you're right, the only turnover.
So Hoffman Estates will take a timeout with 2:17 to go. Make sure they're on the right page. First of 4 championship games this afternoon here on ESPN3, but tomorrow at noon, who's taking home the hardware? Will it be hard-hitting New Britain, the Raiders from Connecticut, or Pennsylvania's Northwest Raiders comeback kids? We've got all the action starting at noon tomorrow. It's the Division I Midget Pop Warner Championships on ESPN2. Britain, Northwest. Northwest is Germantown, outside Philly. That should be a great game.
New Britain's kind of that physical team. The team out of Philly's more athletic, but they can both bring it. Man, that's going to be a good matchup.
So Deer Valley has one timeout remaining. See how they choose to play it here. Schneidecker on the carry. This guy does it all.
Yeah. Just got to squeeze it a little harder. He knows that. It gets ripped out there. Listen, give Deer Valley credit. Not quitting, still playing hard, getting a strip. And as you said, we didn't have any turnovers. Well, we got one here.
Now we got two.
Got the interception. Now we got the fumble. Good job there. Hughes getting in there, ripping that thing out. And as I said, Deer Valley, no quitting that team.
Hughes has been in beast mode all week long. He's been one of the best players in this tournament. Turnovers, even at one apiece. Here's Gonzalez. And turnovers and penalties breaking out here in the last couple of minutes of this game. Talking this one over. I think it's going to be encroachment. We'll see.
Dead ball, false start.
Nope.
Offense. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, I think the left tackle flinched just before the encroachment happened. That's a good call by the officiating crew. And plus, getting together and talking about that. You love to see that when they do that.
It's going to be 1st and 15. Move the football back to the 40. Good look at Anthony Gonzalez as he brings the team up, and he'll operate from the gun here. 4 wide receivers. And there goes the jet sweep handoff to Hughes. And that's one of the best offensive plays of the day. to the 43-yard line. That's a 17-yard gain for Taj Hughes on the jet sweep.
And with 2 minutes left in this game, I know what Deer Valley's thinking. Let's break one off. Let's get a touchdown. Try to get within one score, get an onside kick. Just the jet sweep. He's going to come here and watch him just cut it right up there. Nice run. I love this play, especially out of this formation, spreading the defense out.
All right, going to try it to the other side. And this is Robles. And he'll take it down to the 35-yard line.
Now, you're probably saying to yourself, why didn't they do this early in their game? Well, I'm going to tell you why they're having success here. Hoffman Estates is anticipating the pass, so they're spread out. They're not as bunched up as they were earlier in this game, so there's some room at the line of scrimmage, and they're getting some big chunks. It's kind of that bend but don't break mentality for that Hoffman Estates defense.
And if you're a Deer Valley fan, you're thinking, man, if we could have just had more offensive snaps in this game. Gonzalez back to pass. Break into the wide side. Going to tuck it, going to run it, and he's going to spin out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock up at the 27-yard line with 66 seconds left.
Yeah, good job to get out of bounds, and Deer Valley still has that one timeout remaining.
That was convenient. So Gonzalez goes out of bounds after a nice game, pops right up and says, "What do you think, Coach? What do you got? What do you got for me?" From the 27-yard line. No, Deer Valley, they may end up losing this game, but they'd like to get something on the board. Get a touchdown in this championship game here in Junior Pee Wee Division II. Flags are down. First and 15 as this one will go back to the 32-yard line. Another game coming up in about 35 minutes. Watkins and Tamiani. Gonzalez, how did he get out of that? Throwing this one down into traffic, tipped. Lucky he didn't have that one picked off. Stops the clock with 56 seconds remaining.
Have a nice job to avoid the sack. It looked like he was taken down in the backfield. He breaks through that tackle, and you can't blame him, Dave, for just chucking it up down the middle of the field, try to make something happen. Watch, he's dead to rights right here, and he's going to break through that tackle, get out, and he says, let me get rid of this ball. Throws it into traffic, and it falls incomplete.
Late drama here for Deer Valley. 2nd and 15 from the 32. 4 wide for Gonzalez. Rolls to the short side. Lefty quarterback is going to be thrown down back at the 35-yard line. Schneidecker again.
I was going to say, that's your guy, Schneidecker there. That time, the quarterback, Anthony Gonzalez, is not getting away. Schneidecker gets to him, brings him to the ground, keeps him in bounds as well, forces Deer Valley to take their final timeout of this ball game.
Tell you what, we told you that his favorite food selection was anything. After this game, somebody ought to step up and get him anything he wants.
Yeah.
There you go. A little water, please. Making memories for a lifetime. This young guy's going to be on their way back to Chicago, and Barnado's going to turn to one of the other of his teammates and say, "You see that interception I made?"
That's right.
And Smith said, "What about my touchdown?"
And you know,
And Blue said, "Hey, I got the end zone touchdown. What do you want?"
you're right about remembering this for the rest of their lives. I mean, these guys, they'll be 50 someday, and they'll pull this video out and say, "Remember we won the Pop Warner National Championship, the Super Bowl?"
Well, Rini, you were a college and high school football star. You remember the last high school game you ever played in?
I do.
And remember the last college game you ever played in?
I do. I remember the last Pop Warner game I ever played in.
There you go. 3rd and 18, 46 seconds to go. Halfback pass coming here. Throws, nearly intercepted, and it's going to be 4th down. That pass was intended for Stephen Hoffman. And Smith, the Smiths took care of business.
Good defense. Look, I like the play call as well. Go with a little halfback pass. If you're Hoffman Estates, just get back there in defense. The Smiths, both Brian and Ryan, have been playing excellent on both sides of the ball today. Nice pass right there, too, by Zachary Sutton. But good defense. Good effort, though, by Hoffman to go up and try to make that catch.
And this might just about do it for Deer Valley. They are out of timeouts, facing 4th and 18 from the Hoffman Estates 35. Split backs, 2 receivers. Hughes goes in motion. Gonzalez rolling to the short side. Going to crank it. Going to send it down inside the 20-yard line. Incomplete. And the ball will go over on downs. And for Hoffman Estates, they're a half a minute away from celebrating.
Yeah, we'll see if they hand it off or take a knee. A lot of these teams, they never take knees during the year. They don't really know how to do it, so they just hand that thing off. But with no timeouts, 1 play, and Hoffman Estates will be celebrating.
Oh, yeah. Well, now I bet he wishes he had the jacket. The Gatorade bath, you gotta love it.
You gotta love it too, because it's Gatorade, so it's all nice and sticky. You know, no water. You can see, I think it was orange Gatorade, for that matter.
Good job, Coach. Next game coming up in about 30 minutes. Watkins, DC, and Tamiami for another championship in the Pee Wee division. All the hard work, all the practices, all the fundraising. And that is going to do it. Hoffman Estates, Division II Junior Pee Wee National Champions at the 58th Pop Warner Super Bowl at ESPN Wide World of Sports.
Congratulations to them. A phenomenal job. Just what a phenomenal season by Hoffman Estates. Great defense all year long. Come here, only fitting that they run the table, win the national championship, and of course, get the shutout in the national championship game.
14-0. Can't do it much better than that. And they look good doing it too.
You know, you see the dejection from Deer Valley. Nothing to hang their heads about. Just to make it here, Dave, make it to the national championship game. And the thing I love, and give head coach Rick Sharp credit, the team never quit. They played till there were zeros on the clock, and you love that effort from those young men.
Yep, so they get their 2nd loss of the season. But you pointed out, coming down here to this tournament, they go 2-1 with a winning record, advance to the national championship game. Nothing to hang your head about. But the champions are Hoffman Estates. Look at that. 243 total yards in this game, 15 first downs, and they controlled the clock in a big, big way.
They absolutely did. We talked about the difference in plays. Their offense was great defense as well. Just didn't give Deer Valley that many opportunities. And when Deer Valley did have it, Hoffman Estates played excellent defense.
So there you see the champs. We're going to get a comment from the coach in just a moment. And once we do that, we'll swing it out back to the studio for our post-game show. Hey, here's what you want. How about this photo? Here's a memory for forever. National championship, all your teammates.
And you got both teams in there as well. You love that sportsmanship. That's what Pop Warner's all about.
Send it down to Rick Sire, head coach of the national champs from Hoffman Estates. Coach, congratulations. Great effort.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. All these boys played their hearts out, left it all on the field. I cannot be more proud of these boys. And our fans that came down with us, outstanding season. Can't say anything more about these kids.
Coach, absolutely great season. I thought it was kind of fitting. You played such great defense. I think you only gave up 1 touchdown in the regular season. You come here, you win the national championship, you get a shutout in the championship game.
Defense wins championships. That's what we preached today, this morning, coming over on the bus. We got to shut them out and just put up 1 more point than the other team, and we're good. So these guys really, really brought it today.
Hey, great Gatorade bath, by the way.
Yeah, I tried to tell them that we're not allowed to do that, but I guess they're just not listening. But that was awesome.
Well, now that you're all wet, are you rethinking that decision not to have the jacket?
Yeah, I got the jacket in the bag, so I think I'll be good real quick after this.
All right, hey, enjoy it. Great effort.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
All right, so for my partner, Rini Ngoli, I'm Dave Weekley. We'll be back up in about 25 minutes, but for now, let's send it to the Genie Update Desk. Get our post-game show underway. Michael Kane and the coach, Doug Graber.
Dave, Rainey, great call. Thank you. Welcome to the postgame show, Coach. Our first national champion has been crowned. Hoffman Estate's absolute wrecking crew on the defensive side of the ball today.
A totally dominant performance by Hoffman Estates, and I'll tell you what, they assignment pure on offense and defense, well-coached football team. Offensive line, I thought, was phenomenal during the game. They just don't make mistakes, and that's always the key to winning football games. And I really thought the 4th and 2 play where they drew the Snakes off sides deep in their own territory, I thought that was really the key play in the football game.
Well, might have been the play of the game. Let's take a look at the highlights. Again, Hoffman Estate's just dominant, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. But you're going to see him on offense here. Ryan Smith, he's going to pass it off to Smith squared Brian. It's going 18 yards for the first down. Smith brothers played great today, Coach.
They did, and the offensive line played great. And I'll tell you, even the wide receivers, just watch. They get what the term coaches use, they get hat on hat. Look at the block right there that really set him in the end zone by Smith. But they block who they're supposed to block, and they do it well. And there you see it right there. And another boot. The boot was a big play for Hoffman Estates today.
Well, big play here, Ryan Smith. We thought he might have been down. Ref called it a fumble, recovered in the end zone for the touchdown, and that would be all they needed, 16-0. Another look here. Was his knee down, Coach?
Yeah, the knee was down, but no replay in Pop Warner. So that. But really, that was the score that really did Deer Valley in right there.
Well, you see the final score: Hoffman Estates 16, Deer Valley 0. Let's talk about the Hoffman Estates defense. They went the entire season 14-0 and only gave up 1 touchdown. As Reedy said, it's only fitting they pitched the shutout today.
Yeah, it really is. And again, the same thing with their defense. They are absolutely assignment pure. No, they don't give up big plays. They play a 3-deep zone. The corners are very outside conscious. They force everything back inside. They run to the football very well defensively. They don't make mistakes on the defensive side of the ball. They made it really tough on Deer Valley to get anything going.
Well, as talk about getting it going, talk about that 4th and 2 play. It was 4th and 2. They were down on their own 19. That you said that might have been the play of the game.
I thought it was. I mean, Gonzalez had a great punt for Deer Valley. They had them really pinned deep in their own territory. 4th and 2. If they don't make it, Deer Valley has a chance. Now, they're only down 8-0. They got great field position. A great job of coaching and executing. Take a look at it here. With the cadence, with the hard cadence, they draw the nose tackle offsides right there. First down, then they took that drive all the way down the field. They regained field position. To me, that was really the biggest play of the game. And, Mike, it was smart. It was smart by the offensive line. That's not easy to do. These kids are 8, 9, and 10 years of age. I've seen NFL teams that can't execute that play. A great job of coaching and great execution.
Well, let's talk about the players. You said they're 8, 9, 10 years old. So on the other side of the ball, Deer Valley. Great season by Deer Valley. Obviously, there's some young kids that are hurting right now. They just lost the national championship game. Put your coaching hat on. You're with them in the locker room. What do you say to Deer Valley after the great season they had?
You know what I say to them? Hey, guys, you had a great year. It's difficult to qualify even to get to this tournament. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to the Magic Kingdom. It can't be all bad. They're here at Walt Disney World. It's great. And it's not all football. I mean, these kids get an opportunity to go out to a lot of the attractions. They have study table during the week every day, and the coaches monitor that. So, the Magic Kingdom.
Wow.
I mean, not bad.
Happiest place on earth, but don't forget, Coach, you got to be a winner to get here. All of these teams, winners throughout their regions, winners at their state. And actually, Hoffman Estates coming out of the Mid-America region, first national champion since 2010, coming out Mid-American division. So fantastic job for Hoffman Estates. Your final thoughts on this game, Coach?
Well, it's just a great memory for really both these teams. And again, I really take my hat off to the coaches in Pop Warner. This whole week I've been watching. I don't see any yelling or screaming. I mean, they just do a good job of coaching these young men and really affecting their lives.
Well, affecting them in a positive way for sure. Great first game, Coach. We got 3 games left. Let's talk about our second game in the Pee Wee division. Watkins Hornets facing off the Tamiami Colts. Who do you like in that one?
Wow. DC is here every year. I mean, this is an outstanding program, a lot of speed on that DC team. a Tamiami, a Florida team. We know they have speed. It should be a great matchup.
Well, you take a look at the bracket there. Both teams moving on to the final, scored 20 points. Defenses were relatively the same. Should be a fantastic matchup. That is our next game on the docket, Pee Wee Finals. Here's a look at the rest of the day. Of course, we're going to be back with you live at 10:30. Pre-game show will start right here at 10:25, followed up for our lunchtime game, Port St. Lucie. And then wrapping it up for our nightcap at 3 o'clock. But again, we'll be back here. Mike Kane, Doug Graber with you at 10:25 for the post-game show. But with that, we want to send congratulations to the Hoffman Estates team. Unbelievable season, 14-0. Capped it off here today as Pop Warner National Champion.